Alright guys, Rick the Electronic Guy is back, and today I'm going to show you how to install drivers on your computer. Now, those drivers come typically on the CD and ready to fire away right away. But what happens is when you freshly install an older operating system like Windows XP, it doesn't always pick up all your drivers right away. So, you're going to end up putting your CD in, and you're going to wait for it to boot up and then install it. And from here you just follow the on-screen instructions like everything else. Now, not everything's always so simple. As right here, Dell does a little different on all their stuff. Like, it'll find what it has, what versions are best, and go from there. And you'll have to click on them individually. And sometimes it's alright, but it's not always alright. And you just go from there. And on these you have to extract, not install. So what it's going to do is it's going to extract all the files that you extract. Then it should start an installation process. And you just follow the on-screen instructions and keep going from there. Now, a lot of people get lost because it says extract, it doesn't say install. Which I think on some of the newer applications Dell did, they do say install instead of extract. You have to do this for just about most of the drivers. Some of them are duplicate drivers, just different software revisions. As you can see when we get to the next one, I'll show you. But with Dell, most of the check marks that it shows all the ones that are compatible with your system. And right now, with the chipset driver utility, what that's doing is it's going to make sure that all the USBs and everything else works. Right now, we're not going to restart the computer. We're just going to wait until we're done with all the drivers. Now this one is for the sound, and we will scroll down here and get these extracted and installed for the sound so we can have audio on the computer. Hit OK, and the install guide will start again. Go ahead and click next. It's detecting the audio hardware. And when those windows pop up like that, just click no, not at this time. And it starts to look for the stuff. And a lot of it's on the CD. Sometimes the modem device driver will get found automatically, just like that. And it'll take over. Sometimes you just got to give it time so it's getting warm up while it's installing. And when that driver's done, just go ahead and click back on there, and then we'll come over here and we will come down. Let's go into my computer. This is where you really want to go. You're going to go to my computer and you're going to right click, go down to properties, wait for this window to open up, go to the hardware tab. On the hardware tab you want to go to device manager, and right here it's going to give you a list of all the stuff that's not working correctly right now. And what we want to do with this list is we want to get this list completely gone. So right now it's still saying it's not got some base system drivers. So let's see. Let's take a quick look. We got an Ethernet controller, a modem device, a network controller, and some more stuff. So we'll come over here. Here's the Ethernet controller, the network controller, Broadcom. We'll come down here. We'll extract this and install it. Let this run all by itself. And now that's complete. As you can see, our Ethernet driver's not there no more. We'll come back over to drivers. We're going to install the Intel chipset. Keep clicking yes and next again. And it's already installed. And now we'll come down here to the Rico driver. And this is to pick up your SD card reader and all those other fun stuff, so you can use your extended memory devices. Click next and it will install. Waiting for Windows to detect this device. And it's found and finished. Now we'll come over here, and as you can see, more stuff has disappeared. Like I said, it's just a slow process, and you just gotta make sure they're all gone. I mean, sometimes if you upgrade to a certain point of Windows, they're not all gonna disappear. This is for the O2 Micro. That is right here. It's easier when you have the computer original driver's discs. If you don't have them, you'll have to go to the website and download them, which can be fun. The older the computer, the harder they are to get, or the older the device, the harder they are to get. No, I do not want to restart my computer yet. This will be for our video card. And now we'll just click next because we already know which driver we're installing. We're installing the Quadro FX 1500 display drivers for Windows XP. And this will make your screen flash multiple times while it's picking it up. And it could even make your screen smaller. No, I do not want to restart the computer yet. And now, as you can see, our screen has become instantly a lot smaller. That means we have the proper driver installed and we're ready to go. Now we're going to have to figure out which one is ours for the driver for the wireless card, because there's a couple different ones and they're not always exact on which one is the right one because they come with multiple models. And no, we don't want to restart yet because we're still not done with our drivers. But now we will come over here to our device manager and see what we have left. Now our network controller could be due to that we need to restart it, but right now we are going to go to update driver on here. No, not this time, because now we're going to do a manual find. Install from specific location. Do not search. And click next. And right here we're going to go down to modem and click next because we started on a modem find. And this is a manual install. Now the manual installs don't always work right. Sometimes you'll have to find out. I might need to reboot this computer, so I think I'm going to do that first right now. Computer's kind of dragging out with all the new drivers installed right now, so we'll go ahead and reboot it and we'll come back on in a minute. Now we are working on an older Dell, so being variations of newer computers, Windows 7 and Windows 8 can generally find most of your drivers and you don't have to do anything except for upgrade them. Now that our computer is back on, we'll go ahead and go to Start, right click on my computer, go down to Properties, and we found some new hardware. Let's see what he found. We'll go down to the Hardware, Device Manager. Right now we don't have internet connected to the computer, so we won't have nothing to finish on that, but we are going to come over here and do it the manual way. Like I said, we're going to update the driver. No, not at this time. Install from specific location. Do not search. I will choose the driver. Have a disk. Browse. And from here you're just going to go into your C drive, into Dell. Dell puts it right in the C drive. I believe it was the second or third one that we installed, but I could be wrong. We'll find out which one it was. That's not the right one. That's the NVIDIA driver. Like I said, that device doesn't really matter to me as we don't use a modem. Now, network driver is another thing. So right now we're going to go to the computer and we are going to get that is for wireless internet. So we are going to go back to the Dell desk. Go back down to click on next. Wait for the CD to pop up. And we are going to come down here into this one right here, Intel Pro Wireless. Extract it. Continue. OK. Yes. Now this is the only driver we have left. After that, the computer's ready to go. You can turn around and hand it back to the customer if you need it. The zip file is done installing. little turning circle up at the top is just looking for its Intel's wireless pro drivers. And it found its driver. Sorry about the camera. I'm trying to hold it while I do it at the same time. And as you can see, all our drivers are gone. It's still finished the install, but we're good to go. Thank you for watching. Rick the Electronic Guy, and you have a great day.